Chapter 29, Part 1. That night, Bai Jing put aside the cyan jadeite that he had lost in the stone betting battle today, and the bean seed jade bought from Jiangku, and began to refine the energy liquid. This anthocyanin spinach green jadeite weighs 2.5 kilograms and contains a lot of impurities. It is expected to be able to extract 10 standard, 125 milliliters, first-level energy liquid. Bai Jing protruded his spiritual power from his body, and the white thin line with the thickness of his hair merged with his perception into a thin golden thread, which was then divided into two strands, one for extracting energy liquid, and the other for removing impurities from jade. After more than an hour, the 5 silver boxes were all filled with energy liquid, and the removed impurities were all left inside the stone, a lump the size of a ping-pong ball. There are too many impurities. When removing the small and huge amount of impurities, it is necessary to concentrate all the attention. The long-term mental tension makes Bai Jing a little tired, and his mental strength will soon be exhausted, so he has to stop. Half of the current dry green jadeite has lost the color and lubricious texture of jadeite, and has become a plain and slightly rough white stone. The other half still maintains the appearance of jadeite, with an indescribable sense of separation. Bai Jing looked at the energy liquid in the silver box. Although the color inside was mottled grass green, the color was dim, but because the impurities were removed, it showed a bit of transparency and was still eye-catching. It seems to be a little better than the first-level energy fluid he had seen in Alpha 01 before. At least you won't get upset when you see it. If he tests it with an instrument that tests the purity, he will find out that this is the purity of the first-level energy liquid, and the purity of the energy liquid inside has already reached the second level. Using the first-level jade to extract the second-level energy liquid, the level has been raised by a whole level, which is impossible for a senior energy engineer. It is simply too unbelievable. It is a miracle. Bai Jing's mental strength was running out now. Just as he was about to leave, a long-lost hunger suddenly came to his mind, which made him stop. He hadn't felt this way in a long time. Since he came to the interstellar age, he has enough food every day, and he has never felt such a strong hunger. It is like not impulse emanating from the depths of his soul. When he came back to his senses, the slender and white fingers had completely penetrated into the energy box closest to him, and the energy liquid in the box had undoubtedly disappeared without a trace, leaving only a small amount of impurities at the bottom. Again. Bai Jing immediately withdrew his finger. This time there was only a little bit of gray impurities on his finger, which he washed away with water. He sighed helplessly. He couldn't go to the hospital to diagnose his abnormality. In order to avoid the exposure of his abilities, he could only explore slowly. Bai Jing tried his best to calm himself down and carefully feel the changes in his body. Then he found that his mental power had recovered. There is no feeling of just being tired at all. Can energy fluids restore mental power? Not impossible. Mental power can be used to extract energy liquid, and there seems to be some reason for the energy liquid to react to mental power. Bai Jing turned on his light brain and quickly searched for the connection between energy fluid and spiritual power. It's just that all cases show that mental power can be exercised by continuously extracting energy fluid, thereby improving the success rate of extracting energy fluid. But there is no record that the human body can absorb energy fluid. It seems that this particularity is still related to his physique or supernatural powers. But there's nothing wrong with it. Who doesn't want to have higher spiritual power? And there seems to be no side effects so far. Bai Jing thought for a while and began to extract the remaining energy liquid, extracting all the energy liquid in the half of the cyan jade. I don't know if it was his illusion, but he felt that the thin line formed by his mental power seemed to be a little thicker than before, and this time the extraction was easier than before. Soon, the 2 fist-sized cyan jadeites were completely extracted, and a total of 11 energy liquids were extracted. After removing the consumed one, there were 10 remaining. After refining, Bai Jing felt that he still had a lot of spiritual power left, so he also extracted the small bean seed jade and filled 3 energy boxes. This piece of bean seed jade belongs to the second-class jade according to the level. After the extraction, his mental power is also close to the limit. Bai Jing sent an email to Shanghai Auction House and mailed all the 13 energy boxes. Before going to bed, He reviewed the knowledge about wool for a while, and then continued to sign up for Goose Stone Betting Battle. Because there are a lot of stone gamblers who sign up for the stone gambling battle every day, and they have to go through level matching and screening, etc. I don't know when it will be his turn next time. Now Bai Jing has 8 points, 7 points away from being promoted to the second-level stone gambler. According to the stone gambling battle, every 3 days, if the gambling increases once, it will take more than 20 days to advance to the second-level stone gambling master, and the speed seems to be a bit slow. If other stone gamblers were here, they would definitely vomit blood. Wouldn't it be too slow to advance to the second-level stone gambler in less than a month? According to the statistics of the Stone Gambling Association, the average time for a first-level stone gambler to advance to a second-level stone gambler is about half a year. He has shortened the time to 1/6. What else do you want? But Bai Jing obviously didn't think so. His goal is to become a senior stone gambler within a year, and he needs to grow up as soon as possible to help Gu Yuanchao and the Gu family. Well, going to Gambling Stone Street is a good idea, but last time he just missed the jadeite of the hibiscus species, and he rejected the invitation of Mr. Min, so it is not suitable to go again in the near future. Maybe after a period of time, you can buy some wool in bulk. Some of them will be untied on the spot, and some will be brought back and untied by yourself. He didn't plan to sell the jade that was solved, so it was a good idea to extract energy liquid and sell it one after another. This can not only keep the betting rate at a certain level, but also earn more stars, the best of both worlds. When Lu Ming received the energy box mailed by the master, he looked quite surprised. The master has extracted a large amount of energy liquid in such a short period of time, and his spiritual power must be very strong. Now, he was almost certain that Bai Jing was a senior energy engineer. Except for a senior energy engineer, no one's mental power can recover so quickly. He put the rest of the lot aside, opened the 13 energy boxes one by one with extreme care, and put the liquid inside to test in the detector. The purity of the first 5 energy liquids is 26.65%, which is the highest grade in the second-level energy liquid. The purity of the 6-10th energy liquid is 29.24%, the best in the second-level energy liquid. The purity of the last 3 energy liquids, 37.18%, the highest grade among the third-level energy liquids. Although there is no fourth-level energy liquid this time, Lu Ming is already very satisfied. These 13 energy liquids are all high quality and top quality at the same level, and none of the low-quality ones are available, which will definitely attract the attention of many people. He has secretly investigated the energy liquids auctioned by the top 3 online auction houses. Although the level is 3rd or 4th level, they are basically middle grade, and even high grade is rare, so it seems that he is still a master. Moreover, Master Bai is very talkative, and clearly stated that there is no need to increase the price because of the quality of the energy liquid, and it can be auctioned directly according to the reference price he marked. Lu Ming really liked this master so much. He didn't have the pretense of a high-level energy master, and he didn't make any excessive demands. Except for being a little cold, the rest was perfect. As far as he knew, when the auction house before him hired those intermediate energy engineers, it cost a lot of money. I really had good luck to get to know Master Bai. Lu Ming hummed a song and placed the secondary energy boxes in groups of 5, with a single reserve price of 2,000 star coins, and a starting price of 10,000 star coins for each group. Among them, the reference price of the group with high purity is set at 50,000 star coins, while the group with the highest purity is set at 60,000 star coins, which is 20% higher than the standard price. Then place 3 high-quality tertiary energy boxes one by one. The reference price is 60,000 star coins each, which is also 20% higher than the standard price. After Lu Ming set the price, he was a little nervous. After all, no one knows if it was a coincidence that the last energy box could be sold. This time, the reference price he set is not low. The last 8 are all over 20% of the standard price. You must know that if the final auction price is more than 20% lower than the reference price, this batch of energy liquid will be withdrawn and will be auctioned again after a week. However, his concerns were obviously superfluous. At 10 o'clock, all the lots were just put on the shelves, and the man who tossed 100,000 stars yesterday came. Although it is possible to blur his appearance on the virtual network, Lu Meng knew that it must be him, because this person has a very obvious aristocratic temperament. He glanced at the Purity logo a few times and swept the 3 third-level energy boxes without hesitation. The whole process took less than 1 minute. That's right, 1 minute into the countdown. When Lu Meng saw the price he took, his eyes were about to fall. He even raised the price of a single energy box by 100,000, which was 40,000 star coins higher than the reference price. This is really too rich. Since Ning Yuqin got the energy liquid with a purity of 48.75% yesterday, he immediately replaced the energy box. Advanced Mecha has 2 grooves, one for main and one for spare. This is to prevent the situation on the battlefield when the energy fluid is not enough and the situation is very critical. If he usually puts both grooves in a level 5 energy box, and occasionally he is lucky enough to grab a level 6 energy box, he will spend a lot of money to get it without hesitation. There is almost nothing left of the energy fluid in the main box now, but he still has a spare level 5 energy box left. He put the spare 5th level energy box into the main control cabin, and the only 1/3 of the 4th grade energy box was put into the spare cabin, and then began to train. Perhaps because he was upset, he accidentally pressed the backup switch button during the operation, so the energy source of the mecha became a backup energy box. At this time, the mecha is just about to do a super difficult action, a 720-degree flip teleport. This trick is Gu Xiao's fatal trick when fighting against high-level alien beasts. Relying on the ultimate operating speed and complete mastery of the mecha, it can volley over 720 degrees in 1 second that the opponent can't see clearly, and use the super particle cannon to hit the opponent before they can react. Later, this action was rated as a Super S-level difficulty action by the Imperial Army, and few people in the Empire could do it. Ning Yuqin has been practicing this trick for 2 years. On weekdays, even with his full attention, he may not be able to succeed. Now that the time is tight, it is definitely too late to switch the energy box back. But the inertia of the past 2 years has allowed him to continue this action. His hands were quickly operating on the console, so fast that only the afterimage could be seen, but he knew in his heart that this action might not be completed.